Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Luke here. So for those of you guys who haven't seen this game yet, this is Tera Online, which is basically the best game ever. Opinions, pretty much just really all that matters here. Yeah, anyway, this game is awesome. So pretty much this video, I was going to do a specific video on like some of the different classes that you can play in this game, just because, you know, an MMO really is only fun for certain people who enjoy a certain type of class. I personally really prefer using swords than magic, although saying that, in Elder Scrolls Online beta that I played, magic is definitely the way to go, I think. But still, you know, I still prefer using swords, and in this game you get great classes for swords. So you get like the regular longsword. I like to call it kind of the anime sword, just because, you know, it's the big giant kind of two-handed anime sword that is way too heavy for any real person to lift, which I think is awesome, by the way. So there's that kind of class you can go with, which is a slayer, and then there's the kind of class that I am, which is warrior, which I hope I didn't get those two mixed up. And my class basically focuses on dual swords, which is really nice to see that, you know, a game's actually taken into account that, you know, people do watch Sword Art Online, or, you know, just generally have like this kind of gaming fetish for dual swords. It's nice to see that we've been thought of, because when I started playing Tera, or when I was looking into playing Tera, there were so many things that were just like, yeah, I could play this, but I can't really be bothered. But then I saw the dual wielding ability, and I kind of had to play it. Which is pretty much, you know, why I love it so much. So this video is just basically like a few little clips, basically, of me just doing like a little mission, taking out a few of these regular old guys here, and then some more tougher kind of monsters here, which, you know, is always good fun. And Terra's largely based around timing, as I mentioned in my last video. So if you guys want to get like a more brief kind of just generalization of the game, if you like, or my opinion of it, you can watch my previous upload to this. But this video is specifically going to be talking about the dual wielding ability. So the way that you actually attack in this game, you can singularly left click, and that will give you that move, and that, well, basically that move right there is my number 1 ability on the keyboard, and then the next ability you saw, that ability was number 2. So you do get abilities as well as being able to just attack normally and deal damage. So when you deal damage, you can get like critical hit bonuses and whatnot, and having 2 swords generally means that I'll have a slightly faster attacking rate, or I will basically get in more hits per minute than you know, like a slayer would with 1 sword, if that makes any sense, because, you know, I have 2 points of contact. And that also means that although I'm not necessarily more likely to get a critical hit than somebody with a singular sword, because I'm swinging 2 swords and I've got 2 points of contact, which means I'm striking them faster and landing more blows per minute, that in turn allows me to, you know, hopefully get like a higher crit ratio. So pretty much, yeah, I don't really worry about the technicalities of MMOs. You know, a lot of people like, oh, DPS this and ranged that, and you have to do this, and I just ignore all of that, guys, honestly. I just played this game because it's fucking fun, and that's basically the only reason. And I like going into groups like this and just pulling like 6, 7, 8 enemies at one time, and just basically showing off I'm a badass with swords, which I think is what every MMO should be about. You should be able to be a badass and enjoy the game, which is pretty much what I do. So, yeah, definitely pick it up, give it a go. If you guys are into dual swords or anything like that, definitely give this class a go, because on the right click you get like an evasive jump, which I'm sure you guys have probably seen me do, and if you haven't, you'll see me do it in a second here after I just check up a few of these. Which is really cool, actually, because it does help you out, and like I said, with this game it's all timing as well, so when you die, you don't necessarily feel like the monsters are overpowered, or that the game's overpowered, or it's too much of a grind. When you die, you always know it's your fault, because you could have chosen not to attack, and you could have chosen to roll at that point, or you could have chosen to like walk away or heal yourself up. There are so many things that you can do in combat to keep yourself alive, and it really does come down to a bad decision on the player's part if they lose their life. And I die in this game a fair amount. I think I've got like 1 day, 9 hours played on this particular character, which is my main character. The other character I've got has only got about 3 or 4 hours of playtime, I think. But in that 1 day, 9 hours of total game time, I think I've died about 4 or 5 times. So, you know, the game's not actually that hard, you just need to be smart. And it's not about, you know, like which dungeons do I challenge and which ranks me up the fastest. And there are loads of leveling guides if you guys just want to jump on and blast through it. But honestly, I just have fun. You see, like, you see when they do the little glinty thing with their eyes right there? That's basically like a little sign that they're about to go ahead and do a slightly more powerful move. Like I just did right there, like an ability, except obviously they don't get any warning that I'm about to unleash my abilities, but I get warnings that they're going to release theirs. So you see there, I just tactically jump in, I see my health's getting low, I see a rejuvenation orb basically, and I want to grab it, so I just run in for it, grab it, pick it up, hit the right mouse, do a dive out of the way, because I know that the way that the artificial intelligence is set up, they're going to want to attack me at that point. So it's all about making smart decisions, guys. So if you guys haven't given this game a go, I will leave a download link to it in the description of this video, so you guys can click on it with minimal effort and go check it out. It is a big game, guys, so it will take a very long time for you guys to download if you don't have a great internet connection. I have fiber optic, so it took me about 2 hours, but this is kind of like a download you may want to leave overnight. It's kind of big. It's about 29.5 gigabytes, that is. But, you know, the game's totally awesome, definitely worth the play, and it's hard drive space, so at the end of the day, you know, if you don't like it, you can always just delete the game. But yeah, things get kind of close here. You'll see me guys, you guys will see me actually trying to play a bit more tactically here, because, you know, you'll see if I get hit, I will die, so my timing is a lot more kind of intricate, if you like. See, he's bringing my health down really low, but right here, he's on the floor, I have the option to whack out an ability and take him out. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment and let me know, and I'll catch up with you guys in other videos.